Alright, so let's continue to apply the cast diagram with one or two examples. So I think from the previous video already some from here, but I mean we can always take maybe just one more. So if we take I, more I will less sine of 180 minus theta. So we say sine go 180 minus, so we are in here, and sine is positive. So this will just be, oops, where am I? Okay, so this will just be positive sine of theta. And I mean, you'll see as these, actual angles instead of the theta, or basically what is happening here. But let's one example from the previous video, but it's more of this after it's special angles. And then we did sine of 90 minus, so 90 ratio, well I'd say 10 180 minus before we move on. So it's 10 180 minus theta. So 10 go 180 minus, it's negative, so this is just 10 of theta. Okay, it's actually that easy. Now simplify this without using a calculator. Let's check. So sine go 180 minus, it's positive, so this will just be positive sine theta times cos go 90 minus, it's positive, but 90 lo change there's two sine, so this is just sine of theta over 180 minus sine squared. I don't know if you sanzo here from the identity as sine squared plus cos squared being 1, so 180, so 1 minus sine squared theta legana le cos squared theta, so go replace that ka cos squared theta, so this will just be cos squared theta, and then sine times sine theta times sine theta is just sine theta squared, so ronally this. And then again, if you go back to your toolkit, I said 10 squared is sine squared over cos squared. So in many cases, how simplify these things, they should either be reduced to some constant number or to just one trig ratio. So in this case, everything is now reduced to 10 squared theta. So what this means is this: if it's any theta, why plug in here, or we'll check out answer, but you need to keep the same theta. So if you take, for instance, 10 10 10, lega substitute the 10, there's two things dilo lega. So this is a simplified version of that. That's why we simplify basically. So this will always be equals to this, okay, for any theta. Fine. Down here, sine of 180 minus, so sine go 180 minus, it's positive, so this is just sine x, plus cos go 90 minus, it's positive, but ilo chanchala go sine, so ronale sine x plus sine x. Go class 10 go 180 plus, it's positive, so this will be 10x plus 10x. There's nothing we can do, guys, there's 10x. And then sine plus sine is just 2 sine x over 10 plus 10, 2 10x. I mean, this is just 1 plus 1. It's 2 times 1, which is 2, or x plus x, which is 2x. Okay, so 2 goes once into 2, so the 2 there cancel, and basically you end up having sine x. So this is basically sine x divided by sine x over cos x. But if it's at the reciprocal, this is the same as sine x times cos x over sine x. So sine x cancel the sine x, and then we just cos of x. Okay, we can take also one more from here. Yeah, let's just take D. So this is 3 sine go 180 minus, it's positive, so this is positive sine x. Cos go 360 minus, it's positive, so this is times positive cos of x. Over cos go 90 minus, it's positive, but it's go sine, so it's sine of x, times cos go 180 minus a negative, so it's negative cos of x. Okay, so sine ilons are sine, cos ilons are cos, usalaga minus 1 here, so your answer will just be minus 3. Okay, you can try that one. Let me pass through this one. So here cos go 180 minus, it's negative, so this is negative cos of alpha, times 10 go 360 plus, I don't think we said anything at all about 360 plus, but I mean the idea is if you say 360 plus, you'll end up in the first quadrant. So 360 plus, whether you have sine, cos or tan, it will always be positive. Okay, so that's basically the idea. So 10 of 360 plus, because you'll end up in the first quadrant, so it's basically this. So that's 360 plus some angle alpha, so you're in here. So this will be positive 10 alpha times, so this is sine of 90 minus, I mean okakwala this as just sine 90 minus alpha all squared. You know, I normally see square this as a confuse about sometimes, but okasisa kontlefe or would like what's inside the bracket. So sine of 90 minus, sine go 90 minus sorry, it's positive, but then ilo chanchala go cos. So this means you end up with cos squared alpha over sine go 180 minus, yes, it's positive, plus sine squared alpha. Now, okay, so this is minus cos alpha. Remember 10 leganale sine alpha over cos alpha, so we can change that, times cos squared alpha, then everything over sine alpha, plus sine squared alpha, this one here. So cos ilons are cos, and then this sine ilons are that sine. So in the end, rosalaga minus cos squared alpha plus sine squared alpha. Notice that we cannot say this is 1 because it's not cos squared plus sine squared. Okay, so we can't say 1, but we have to reduce it to just one trig ratio. So we can choose to change either sine to cos or cos to sine because we have both of them. So whichever one you choose, I mean it matters not, but I'll rather keep the negative one so that I guess struggle the sign and change the positive one to 1 minus cos squared alpha. So then I'll have this as 1 minus 2 cos squared alpha. Okay, that's that. Reduces it to just one trig ratio. And then you'll see it's another grade 12 for this actually like analyze something. This is one of the identities that grade 12. Okay. I think we can take one more just quickly. Let's take this one. So here we have 1 minus, remember I said this okay is so you don't know 1 minus cos squared alpha over sine go 90 minus, it's positive, but that ilo chancellor to cos theta times cos go 180 minus, it's negative, so you don't know negative cos theta. 1 minus cos squared elegana le sine squared alpha. Okay, it's alpha by mistake there, so just quickly let's change that. So that's theta over minus cos squared theta, and this is negative sine over cos, sine theta over cos theta, that's 10. If finality is squared, then it's just 10 squared. Okay, I mean, you can take some more, so I'll just leave this here so that you at least have this, try them on the side as additional exercises. Bye for now.